Hi and welcome back to my channel. Does any of your craft storage look like this? Oh, I've got inks in here, I've got mica powders, Lumieres, embossing powder, re-inkers, all that sort of stuff. And I push it away and I forget about it. And how many of you do that? You forget to use it. So what came in the mail for me was a stand, and I'm going to put it together online with you. I'm just going to get up my soft mat because I think that will... I bought one of these soft ironing mats and it's the best thing. I got it on Catch of the Day, I think, for about $15, and it's the bigger one. And when I got it I thought, oh, this is way too big, but I'm glad now I got the bigger one because the other one was only half that. So I'm really glad because I can just lay it all out and put your whatever on it and it doesn't roll. You can put your pins in it, whatever. Anyway, so we're going to put together some storage that will make this look top notch. So what I did was order a nail polish stand off AliExpress. It came, I've already opened it, but it came wrapped really well in really good bubble wrap. And it's a clear acrylic one. It's got two ends, and I've got the most stands I could get, like the most shelves. It's got 7 shelves, this one. So what you get in the pack, I'll leave a link below to the purchase and you can have a look at it. You get the stands, you get the 2 end plates, nuts and bolts. So we're going to put this together and set this thing up. I was really excited to get this because I'm just sick and tired of not... so what I can gather is that they're like a little cup shape and they must go in there. So yeah, I'm really sick and tired of not using my supplies how I should, you know. It's oops, I think I might put the heads of the screws on the inside. And you know why? It's going to take up less space than a nut, isn't it? So I'll get more in there. So yeah, I hope you're all well and happy. I'm got the tail end of this cold. I'm not too bad now, but I think Dave's got it, which is a bit of a bum because he's out working today and it's cold, it's raining, and he's standing out in the rain, which isn't good. So I'm not happy about that. Poor guy. I kept saying to him all weekend, I hope you're not getting this cold, I hope you're not getting this cold. Last night he's sitting in bed and he starts sounding real nasally. I said, yeah, you're getting it. Oh gosh. I think once we're over it, we'll both line up for this flu shot. So, it's so easy to put together. It comes with a little screwdriver. There, I've got one end in. And I might just do 1 or 2 as I go, I don't know. It's not hard at all to put together. I was actually blind Freddy could put this together probably. So get in there. Yeah, so you know, because we're still in a cabin and it's just been really hard to organize some of my stuff. And I sort of just keep thinking, well, how can I how can I sort it out, or because excuse me, some of this stuff has come from my storage bay as well, so it's not all stuff that I've bought. It's stuff that I've had for years and years and years. I might put this top one together, and then the structure then is sound, and then go from there. That could work, couldn't it? So just oops, get these screws in. I thought, well, I'll put the camera on and do this on camera, and you might like it. You might think, well, that could work for me. And Minecraft things. I'll just. Oh, where'd you go? I was actually trawling the. I've had too much time to trawl the internet. Just looking for storage solutions, and came across this one. I think I was typing in like storage stand or something like that, and come across this one for nail polish. And I've seen these in the nail polish shops. I've seen these stands in there. And you think, oh, they look good. You sort of wonder where they ever get anything like that from. Right, get in there. I might have to scooch this around. I mean, it's not hard. It's just lining up the holes. Lining up the holes. Getting the nut on the end. Turn you right around. Seeing as I'm right-handed. But okay, I guess I could. Whoop. Get on there. I guess I could speed up the video, couldn't I, if I'm bored? But just hang in there with me, because I think you'll like it in the end. I was glad that it it came whole. I read some reviews that said theirs came broken and la-di-da, so because it's this clear acrylic, yeah, but mine come whole, and I think it was because it was packed so well. I was really happy how it was packed, so that was a bonus, I think. No, I've taken you out. I'm sitting here whinging. What are you whinging about? Daddy will be home soon. Oh, this dog, he is so in love with his dad. He loves his daddy so much. He just sits at that window, especially late afternoon, and he'll just stare into the abyss, waiting for Dave to come home. Richard, you gonna come and say hello to everyone? Hey? You want to come up and say hello? No, doesn't want to come up today. Ow, don't. Ow, 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 ow. Don't. He got his claws clipped yesterday at Miss Pearson grooming salon. And he's got those little sharp nails on the end of it. And he likes to stretch his legs and stretch his claws out. Thinks that he can stretch his claws out all over me. He loves Miss Pip. Miss Pip does his claws for $10. All four legs, $10. He's in and out of there in 5 minutes flat. But he won't let us touch his feet. So, yeah, he Miss Pip, don't ya? Hey? She seen him coming. She's seen him coming. We pulled up outside the shop, and she come out with her clippers and sat on the lounge and just clipped him while we waited. She clips him in 5 minutes flat. Oh, he's a horror. He's a horror how he won't let us do it. Real horror. Now don't over tighten your... I think what the advice that I can give you is don't over tighten it, because you don't want anything cracking. And the advice I can give you putting it together, I think it's easiest if you put the two bolts in and hold the backs of them and hold the back. Oh, you can't even see me. Hang on. Put those over there. Just hold the backs of them with your fingers. Slip it in to the holes and put the bolts on. That's the easiest method. Probably be the quickest too. Yeah, so Miss Pip does a great job. That's all she has to do to him. She comes out covered in hair from other dogs, and she's so busy. Such a popular dog groomer. And she actually lives in Wangaratta, which is about an hour's drive from here, but it's good because we get to have the day out, and I do the op shops over, and and yeah, that's what we do. We probably get them done. Oh, they grow quite fast with the crested, Chinese crested. Their nails are quite gangly and long. Here, come here. Come here. Let's go show the people. Let's go show all my friends. Come on. Your gangly nails. See how he's got big gangles feet. Show him your feet. And that's cut short, so you can imagine how long they are when he's needs them clipping. Oh, what are you gonna do? Hey, you can't sit up here. No, come on, hop back down. Oh, so yeah, they get quite long. And he looks like Wolverine when he's ready to have them done again. Well, you feel it in bed anyway when he stretches out, because we've only got a double bed in this cabin. And so you can imagine me and Dave, two hefty adults, in a little double bed, and a dog between us. And he gets there and he stretches out. Stretches out. Spoons Dave. Tries spooning me, but I end up kicking him out because he ticks off hot flush on me, and I'm like, no, not into that. You're not doing that. Oh, he gets so hot, but that's where we put him from day dot when we got him. You know, hear all my doggo stories from day dot, because the stuff that we read about these dogs, it said that they are very hard to toilet train. And we were like, right, when we get this puppy, he's going to be going out all the time. So we didn't have a bed for him. We didn't have it. Oh, yes, tell a lie. We did get a little bed for him, but that was his day bed. And what we did was put, at night time, he slept with us. Hey, get out of my box of tissues. You go. He's just tore a heap of tissues out. Oh my goodness. That's his one fetish, his tissues. I think most dogs love tissues, don't they? Especially used ones. what was I saying? Yeah, so from day dot, when we got home, we had a little day bed for him, which he loved. And at night time, he slept between our pillows. He was only a tiny little mite. He was only this long. And I said to Dave, he can't sleep on the floor. He can't sleep. He's nude. He's got no hair. How do we keep him warm? There was all these, how do we keep him warm? What do we do? It's like having a newborn baby again. What's wrong? So we put him in the bed with us, and we took him out. We just treated him like a newborn baby. We took him out every 20 minutes to do a pee, or if he was unsettled, you know, if he was crying or something. And that first couple of months, probably the first month was the hardest. I mean, like I said, it was like having a newborn baby. We didn't get hardly any sleep. We took him out all the time. And I tell you what, it paid off. He doesn't do one thing in the house, in the cabin. He knows, and even if we're at someone else's place, he knows where he's got to do a pee. He'll hold it in. Now, nowadays, we go to bed, we get into bed pretty early. Because we don't have a lounge, and the TV's in our bed area, we just have dinner, have a shower, and just get into bed. Not necessarily to sleep, but just to have somewhere to sit, you know. So he and that will be probably, what time? Dave takes him for a walk just before dark, and then gets all his wriggles out. Sometimes he's still got wriggles and wants to play all the time, and then he gets if we take his jumper off, he'll get into the bed earlier because he gets cold. But if you take his jumper off, give him a little washer down, clean him up, because we all get clean, don't we? We all have a shower, and yeah, he gets into bed with us, and he'll stay there. He'll stay there till 10 o'clock the next morning, no joke, especially in winter. I cannot get him out of bed. I cannot get him out of bed before 10. And he holds it in. There's a few times he'll, in the night, the odd nights, he'll scratch at the front door, or this is how he wakes me up. He comes up and gets on my body, stands on my body, and looks in my eyeballs, and he'll cry at me to get up. So he wakes us up when he wants to do his business. And he had a few odd accidents when he was a puppy, but that's it. And I'm thinking, well, who are these people saying these dogs are so hard to train? What are they doing? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it comes down to each dog's temperament as well. Each dog has a different temperament, don't they? But I think we got a good one. He is the best dog. I mean, we've had a lot of dogs in the past, from puppies, and we've never had one like this. Never had a dog like this. Just the temperament of him, how friendly he is. This last one is going to be a little bit tight to get in, guys, I'd say. I'll do this a different way. Come on, come out. So the last one, you might just need to sit it up near the holes, I'd say. Just squeeze it in. So we are we are just mega happy with this dog of ours. He's a little champion. Yeah, it's okay. Just let Mummy get this last screw in. So the last one obviously is going to be the fiddliest. So yeah, no, he's been such a good dog. We probably need to do a poo, do you? I haven't taken him out to do a poo today. Because he didn't get out of bed. He's only just not long got out. And when he gets up in the morning, I go right up to him and I go, "Good morning." "Good morning. Are you up?" And he has a big stretch. He sniffs the air like, well, is it safe to come out because I don't want to get too cold. Sniffs the air. Sometimes he ducks back in. But that's our doggo. You can follow him too. Down below in the description box, below in my videos, is his Instagram account. If you want to check him out, go down there if you've got Instagram and you can follow him. He's a bit of a doggy dude. No, he's good. He's got quite a few followers now. He's got about 600 and something. Or 500, or I don't know, something like that. Right, this is the last screw. And how long have I been on here? 12.5 minutes. Oh, look, and I've got some extras. That's handy. So it came with 3 extra bolts and yeah, and 4 extra nuts. So I'll put that away. I like to put all these sorts of things away safe so I can find them again. And this is how it looks. It's a bit hard to see on camera because it's clear. I'll get my stuff up and I'll start putting some stuff in it. I've got some odd bod things, you know, like embossing powder, and I'll just put them up the top because I'll eventually move. I think I'll eventually move all that. I've got a few bottles of bits and pieces. Yeah, like what do you call it? Just beads and stuff. I've got I found my, what are they called? Metallic rub-ons. And you know what? I've had these for 27, 23. I think now 2010. I would have had these for, yeah, 20, probably 2010. Yeah, I would have had these for 20 years. What the hell? And look, they still work. They still rub on beautiful. So I'll just sit them in there. Now I've got old inks, like archival stuff. That all still works. So I just keep it all, you know. And oops, they all work. I've got a few old Stampin' Up ones and Versamark stuff. I've even got a few old Marvy Matchables. Actually, I was a bit upset I couldn't find my blue one with that. It probably went to the friggin' op shop. so much of my stuff went to the op shop, which I was not happy about. This was when I was unwell, and I couldn't think straight, so it just all just disappeared, didn't it? What else? Now I've got my Stampin' Up inks. What I want to do, I want to put my oxide. I'm going to get the oxide inks as well, the refillables for that. So I'll just sit all. Oh, I've got 2 old olives of that. So I'm just going to fit them as good as I can in there. I mean, I can fiddle around with them later and make sure they. I don't want to overfill or squeeze them either, because I don't want to break that acrylic. So I'll just chuck them in here for now for the sake of the video. And then I've got all my mica powders. My daughter was lending these. I got all these off AliExpress too, my mica powders. You can add them to ink, you can add them to paint or whatever you're doing. She was doing some resin art, and I lent her all the colours for that. So what do I got here? What else have I got in that box? I'll put a few of these down here. I'll probably rearrange them. You know how you get fiddling with them and tend to change things around. And then in here are, oops, one mica powder down here. And then in here is my, oh, that's my stays on. These are my Perfect Pearls. I've had these forever as well. What's that one? I've had these forever, the Perfect Pearls, and they still all work fine, but you know what? They are basically just this stuff, mica powder. That's all they are. Guys, you know, if you're after Perfect Pearls, go buy some mica powder. It's way cheaper and does the same thing, I tell you. Exact same thing. And you can get pearly ones like that. Like here's my pink pearl. It's got a blue sheen on it. And well, they were the 4 that I got. But they do exactly the same thing as the mica, as the, oh, better tighten that up. They do exactly the same thing as the mica powder, because it is mica powder. It is mica powder. Now, the last thing I had in this container was my, oh, here's another mica powder. That's a beautiful gold one, that one. Beautiful gold. Let's put some of the older bottles up here. There's some of my older Stampin' Up ones. And my last things to put in here are my Lumiere paints. Lumiere paints. I've had these from the day dot. They go hard in there and they're just like watercolors, but they are stuffed full of, guess what? Mica powder. They're stuffed full of mica powder. So you know what? Back in the day, we've been ripped off something chronic. These are all my Lumieres. And they were expensive. they were expensive. I had the watercolor ones, Lumi Arts, these were. I had these ones, which are the watercolors, and I had the round bottles of paint as well, and they were expensive. I don't know where my paints have gone. They probably got thrown out, sent to the op shop, and they were expensive to buy. And you know what, they're chock full of mica powder, which is cheap as chips. So guys, you've got to stop spending money on stuff that you could make yourself. You could make yourself. You can make paints yourself. You've just got to get a medium that mixes it together, and you just add some acrylic, coloured acrylic, and the mica powder, and you got some beautiful paints. So yeah, once I discovered that, it was a bit horrifying to think, well, you know, all these years people have spent so much money on stuff. Now I'll try and show you what it looks like. It's going to be hard. I might try and bring the camera down. Okay, so can you see? That's what my stand looks like. Sorry about the shakiness, but I'm holding my webcam. But doesn't that look good? That's what it looks like from the side. And from the back, you could put something behind there if you wanted to store something under there. But that's what it looks like. And I'm so happy because now I can look at all my inks and try and use them a bit more. Okay, this is where I'm going to store it, on one of my shelves. This is, I'll show you this in that in another video, but I got into my storage bay, and this is all my glitters. Check them out. Oh, I love glitter. Nat, you're gonna turn over in your grave looking at this. Look at all my glitters, Nat. Oh, hey, hop down. Stop scratching. I've got so many glitters. These are all the Martha Stewart ones. Love them. They're the strawy ones. Now, I've had these for ages. Ages and ages. For a long, long time. These are all my Martha Stewart ones. And I got these when... Do you remember that time when the dollar was almost matching? Our Australian dollar was almost matching the American dollar. That's when I got all these. And it was so cheap to buy in America to get things. And you know what? I'm kicking myself I didn't get more stuff, because it was just so cheap. It didn't last long, and then the dollar went back up again. The American dollar, or it all went haywire again. But I got 4 different packs of all these Martha Stewart glitters, and I've got other glitters in there that I've collected up over the time, and I just sorted them all out and the other day and put them in this box. What's going on down there? So I don't know, I don't know how I could set them up there a bit. You know, I've got them in a bit different size to those other paint, what's the names? To the other inks. But anyway, I thought I'll quickly show you them, that they are my glitters. Look at them. Oh, I just love glitter. I used to use glitter a lot with my card making, and I just have to get back into the glitters because I just love the glitters. So I'll give you a quick look around. That is that shelf. It's going to go yucky in the light. There's my cubes. I put all my beads up there. Got all my strings in that. I've got papers all along here, and my threads up there. I've got all sorts of things in these packets along here. And then I've got just all my working stuff, inks in there. Some of my crochet hooks. But I've got a beautiful set of clover ones that my son gave me before he went away. I just bought a pack of these too, which are beautiful. It's a mini palm set of, how does it open? Of cutters, carving cutters. And they must be pretty sharp because look, came with a pack of band-aids. But I got these off I think I got them off eBay, but they had to order them from America, so I waited quite a while. It was a weird order. I have seen some too on Catch of the Day, but I'm so keen to use that, especially with that what is it, especially with the lino that I got, the lino mat. These are my punches, or the punches that I use the most. That's where on the end here sits my working project, which is the wildflower one. That sits on the end of the table. I've got different colour circles and corner and tab punches, the whale tail tab, just the ones that I would use all the time for junk journaling. And I've got up here, I put the stamps that I use the most in there, ones I've carved myself and used for junk journaling. I've got lots of laces in here. I've got lots of trims in here and laces there too. In those packets. In those ones down there, I've got cut up paper, just the tiny scraps, and then the tiny scraps of lace and fabric type things. Up here I've got my flowers, different beads, different fabric up here, and under here I've got my gel plate, and I've got my printer, and this is my desk. I've got a Lazy Susan, and that Lazy Susan came from my mum's place. It's a Lazy Susan from a Hobbytex lid. That would have went in a Hobbytex lid. And so I put all my bits and pieces in here that I grab quickly when I'm making things in that beautiful little... I love all these plastic baskets. They all have a place on my desk. In here are my scissors. Under here are all my little just the go-to inks, the blacks, and the brown, the brown oxide, my Prismacolor sharpener. It's a great sharpener. Yeah, and then this, I'll just bring you back out again. Then this is my desk where I work. So that's my switch up here, Big Shot switch. You don't have to crank the handle. You It's all electric. Under there I've got a brand new laminator as well. And up the top there, up here, is my silhouette, which I'm still learning to use. That's where I store all my books. And then I'll put you back. So that's a little look into my world. Alright, so if you're new here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Press that bell button for notifications. I hope you've enjoyed the content today. Had a little giggle, or, you know, got some ideas on how to store your stuff. And I will catch you real soon for a new video. Bye!